Three friends and I got together and went to Alexander Springs for a girls' weekend. We snorkeled, we cooked, we ate healthy food, we had a campfire. One of my friends, Kay, is a pretty talented guitarist, and she played the guitar while we all sang. I didn't record that, so sadly, you didn't get to hear that. It would be copyrighted stuff anyway, because we all know we knew all the words. So, yeah, we had a good time. Girls' weekend out in the woods, absorbing the energy of the forest, swimming, snorkeling, absorbing the energy of the spring, and came home relaxed. This video is all about it. Enjoy. Good morning, Alexander Springs. I just got up. I need some coffee. Anyway, this is our campsite. That's my campsite mate. And even though I thought it backed in here crooked and cattywampus and whatnot, turns out the angle of my van and the angle of her van work out perfect so that we can both open our backs at the same time. So maybe I didn't back in cattywampus. I'm looking forward to some fun swimming today, but first, coffee. Spring is springing. The sun is shining. And we could go ask Alice when she's 5 feet tall. Look at that. I don't know what these are. I think the yellow one is some kind of honeysuckle. Not sure what these white ones are. But aren't they cute? They're adorable. Look at them. The honeysuckle is what you're smelling. Yeah, because I walked by here earlier today and there was honey. I could smell something. And then I sniffed these. Yeah, it's the honeysuckle. Anyway, there are flowers flowering. Yay, spring. And guess where we're going? We're going to the spring. We going swimming. We going snorkeling for all day. Woohoo! Look, I found some wildlife. Meow. Hi. Well, you are a handsome boy. Yeah, I can tell you're a boy just by looking at your face. How come your ear isn't clipped like your little girlfriend over there? Yeah, look at you guys. Meow. You know what? Site 13. Oh, don't ram into her. Site 13, come by later. We'll have some chicken and some cheese snacks if you'd like. Yeah. Not right now. I don't have any food right now. Okay? Meow. Hey Alice, how do we do that again? Tell us how to do the thing.
You just put right in.
No, put the mouth in. How do you do
yeah.
it?
Let me tell you how.
How do you do the thing? This is the nice little trail from the spring back up to the campsite. There's all kinds of things blooming. Spring is springing. Look at these beautiful red berries. I'm not sure what they are, but hey, they're pretty. I'm sure of that. Let's see what else we got. There's little purple flowers all over the place. Let me see if I can find one quick, because I'm not gonna make you. Here are some of those little purple flowers that I was looking for. Here's my buddy broadleaf plantain growing on the side of the road. Love this stuff. This can take the sting out of a bee sting. Stat. Found some more wildlife. Oh my goodness, they're up there. Look at them all up there. Yeah. I could tell because there was a lot of little spots of poo right here. Hopefully I don't get shat upon. Yeah, that's their tree. Hi guys. How about if I zoom in on you? Would that be better? What's going on? Hey there. All right. There's the tree you probably shouldn't walk under because you could get pooped on by a buzzard. And oh my God, that would be nasty. Probably. I think they're actually vultures. Vulture, buzzard, whatever. Same thing. Well, the sad time has come to leave the campsite. We had a very exciting trip. 4 girls. We pretty much got along all well. 3 of us have one political affiliation and the other has a different, but that's fine because you know what? The great thing about America is that we have the right to choose. We have the right to make our own decisions. And honestly, the 3 of us girls have more in common. So much more in common than a stupid little political party. So that's my commentary on that. Anyway, enough politics. on to what a great trip we had. We hung out. Kay played her guitar. We sang. Of course, we snorkeled. Oh, and the most exciting part, because you know, what would we do without life in America, is the police came. Not for us. I know you think I had the police called on me because, you know, I have a reputation for that kind of thing. But it wasn't me this time. The guy, we were in Site 13, the guy in Site 12, I think, got a little inebriated and was not being very nice to his partner. And there was also a dog involved, and there was some screaming about the dog. I don't know. And so we all were kind of trying to mind our own business. And turns out everybody had their eyes and ears on what was going on. But at one point we decided that those sounds were not good, and we called security. We only called the people from the park, not the police. But what had happened is a guy, catty corner from that guy from Site 20, the dude came onto his property and started to throw a punch, and I just talked to the man, and he's a big man. I wouldn't have gone up against him. He ducked and punched, and a drunken dude had a little bit of a sleepy time, and the sound that we heard was drunken dude waking up from his sleepy time. And you know, it just wasn't a good sound. It was some groaning and whatnot. And so, but everything's fine, I think. I'm really hoping that the woman and the dog are okay. I am stopping to use the facilities on my way out because, you know, why not? Just like Mom used to say, did you use the bathroom? So there's the bathroom, and I'm gonna say happy trails. Okay, so those of you who know me know that I have other ideas after I finish thinking I have ideas because I'm so ADD. Anyway, the rest of the story is that at least the drunk guy left, and thank God. Hopefully everything is fine with his woman and his dog. We had a great time swimming in the spring, snorkeling, hanging out around the campfire. The fire ban was lifted yesterday, so we thought we weren't going to be able to have a campfire, and we got to have a campfire, yay. We also cooked a bunch of healthy food. You know that the name of my YouTube channel is Annie's Garden and Adventures, so this is an adventure. But I brought a bunch of stuff from my garden. We had some purple sweet potatoes, which were delicious. We had salad with super green salad. You know, I guess I can drive and talk. Thank God I have this camera because I got these curtains up. Maybe I should have taken the curtains down. Put the curtains up for sleeping purposes so nobody can see my butt. Anyway, just kidding. I wouldn't show my butt behind the curtains. Or maybe I would. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, it's a little tour of the campground, which is a nice campground. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say, this is the thing, this is the reason I turned the camera back on, is there is a management company or something or other called Naventure that runs this campground, and I've got to give them 2 thumbs up for sure, because they were nice. The campground has been kept very clean and everything's good. There are no what are those things called? Now I can't remember the name again. They're these like spiky balls that fall from the tree. That, by the way, can fix a flu, but not this time of year. Sweet gum balls. Okay, so there are a bunch of sweet gum trees around, so there were quite a few sweet gum balls, but not a single one on the sidewalk. So good job there with all that, Naventure. And the way the incident was handled by the 2 management women who came, I thought they did a really good job. And they kind of have at one point I was talking to one of the women, one of the management women who showed up, and somebody went where they shouldn't have been, and she just said, hey, you're not allowed to go there. And we talked a little bit about it, and they're like, well, they're adults, you know, they know what's right and what's wrong. We're not here to police anything. So you know, but if you get drunk and start beating your woman, the police are going to be called, and the neighbor's going to deck you. So don't be coming over here showing your ass. Now, I'm going to say happy trails.